Warning: this is a Katawa Shoujo playthrough. Some content may be inappropriate for kiddies. Previously on Katawa Shoujo.
Feel my face.
But I'm half Japanese, half Scottish. Yes, I was right! So, Shizune and Lilly are cousins? That was a date, wasn't it? Well, if you wanted it to be. So kawaii! Her lips brushing against my other cheek. Yes. Oh, we finally got to one of these. Our best superpower ever. This is goodbye, guys. This is goodbye. It's gonna be so sad.
And our story continues.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake on the OneManBand is back again, playing some more Katawa Shoujo. You guys said you wanted a little bit more of this, and so here it is. And I even got the counters going, what act we're in, how many kisses we have received, and so in the last episode, Lilly went away to Scotland to visit her family and just left us, you know. So, I rest my chin on my hand, like this, as I absent-mindedly look out the window. Yet another of Matao's lectures droning on and on as if it were endless. The summer sky is almost alluring in its bright, cerulean splendor? Only the odd passing cloud breaks up the deep blue expanses. Ah, yes, the clouds! Clouds hold much power over here, especially over Rin. Alrighty, this feeling of longing is probably the outdoors side of me yearning to escape. Too bad you can't go outside because of your heart condition. Nikkei, could you answer this? That side of me lost to the past now, though. In that case, I think it would need the A-N-E suffix? Correct. Moving on, the suffix for... Yeah, I know all this crap. As my attention towards Matao slips once again, I spot Misha giving me an enthusiastic thumbs up and nod at her to settle her down. Yes, I got it right, Misha. Don't have to, just rub it in. It's been a handful of days since Lilly left for Scotland, days which have passed relatively peacefully. Life largely continued as usual, in contrast to what I'd expected. While thoughts of her have danced around on the edge of my mind since she left, present events managed to subdue them, at least for the time being. So I find myself idly chatting with Hanako as usual when lunchtime finally rolls by. Are the later ones in the series good as well? Yes! I have no idea what you're talking about! Not really. You're probably just better off just sticking with the original. His later books don't live up to it, or other than maybe God Emperor. Ah, yes, we're talking about books! Yes, thanks. I wasn't really sure if... Oh, hey guys, gonna just come waltz in on our parade. Totally destroy it with your crazy antics. As Hanako steps to the side, I see Shizune stride up in her typical businesslike manner, flanked by her ever-present bright-haired shadow. Try as I might, I can't read any hint of their intent. From their faces, Shizune's poker face and Misha's seemingly boundless cheerfulness are a devilish combination. Morning, Shizune. Misha? Hi. I accentuate the greeting with a nod to Shizune. Well, I guess that makes sense. In order to get the point across, she promptly and curtly returns a gesture to both of us. It's been a long while since I've really talked to either of them. For a while, I thought they might be avoiding me, but I eventually came to the conclusion that Shizune really isn't the type to do so. And neither is Misha, as we know. Morning. Sichan says Matao wants to see you sometime. Well, why? Why does he want to see me? I got the question right, Matao, okay? What do you want from me? What do you want? Because of this statement, my face contorts as if I just eaten spoiled food, giving Misha no end of amusement. Anyone think you were in trouble, Hichan? ... You may not be aware of it, but you have the least to worry about of anyone in the class. What an unexpected vote of confidence. Even Hanako nods hesitantly to affirm the point. What are you talking about? Is this one of those things, one of those secrets that everyone knows besides me? I'm starting to feel like Saki Kabara in Another. If you've never watched that anime, you definitely should, or read the manga. I think it's actually a short story now, too. So, you know, any one of those, you should totally look into it. It's really good. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. There was something I wanted to ask you, though. ... And what might that be, Hichan? Well, you see, I was just wondering. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I have the feeling this won't go over well, but here it goes. Is there any reason why you and Lilly don't get along? Besides maybe the inability to communicate? It seems like even a little, civility would help the both of your duties. That's not a nice face. Shizune's cold stare after Misha happily signs the word stops me in my tracks. In hindsight, I really could have worded that better. Hanako's backing away. She's like, nope, not touching this subject. Out of the corner of my eye, I am sure I see Hanako move back. Just a little. And we all did too. Thankfully, Shizune notices this and lets her temper dissipate as she forcefully runs her hands through her hair and to let off steam. Perfectly on cue, Misha begins to interpret the second Shizune's arm begins to move. ... I would say that such matters aren't relevant to you, but since you seem to have befriended Lilly... She pauses and adjusts her glasses, evidently attempting to articulate her point in the best possible manner. ... While I assure the same of her, I can't call my own views of the matter unbiased. Satisfied to say we were closer before than we are now. Oh, suffice to say. Okay, Shizune makes a quick gesture to Misha to stop her from interrupting. Then, as a quick meeting with her before proceeding? Oh, has a quick meeting with her before proceeding. I can read, guys. The fact that the two can communicate so easily, yet so secretively, right in front of us is slightly disconcertating? Whatever. Let's move on. I don't want to get tripped up on words. Hanako seems to share my curiosity at the proceedings, looking on with thinly masked interest. As they finish their conversation, Misha looks slightly deflated. I guess her opinion on the matter wasn't followed. Shichon says you should ask Lilly about it, as she doesn't want to be the one that gets you involved. Oh, so we're playing that game. Well, too bad I can't ask Lilly, 'cause she's gone halfway around the world. Great. It's an answer we will never get, then. Well, I'll just have to ask her when she gets back. At least I got some information out of Shizune. The two having been on close terms means that they weren't always at each other's throats, or at least not quite to this extent. I understand. Thanks anyway. With a nod and a farewell, the two back away and walk out the door, no doubt headed straight for the student council room. Could have gone worse, I suppose. Hanako lets out a long breath, relieved at the confrontation's resolution. I couldn't say I blame her. I'll see you later then. Yeah, I'll meet you in the tea room. See ya. Bye. With that, she waves and joins the trickle of students leaving the classroom. Nikkei, can I speak with you for a moment? Why, yes you can. Delivered by his typical monotone manner, he apparently decided that I need a reminder to see him already. Eventually, I finish packing up my things. By the time I reach his desk, the classroom is close to empty. Yes, sir? He looks up, taking measure of my face before giving an awkward, rather obvious acted chuckle. No need to feel guilty. You're not in any trouble. I just want to ask you something. I've asked a few other students so far. So, that's something at least. For a moment, I thought my maxim of keeping my head down and pen up had failed me. So, what do you want to talk about? To start with, what do you think of your progress in this class so far? Good or bad? I detest that kind of question. For a fair amount of time, I try to think of a response, then that is neither pathetically humble nor cocky. I'd say I'm doing okay. The work doesn't seem too hard, but I'm doing better in the test than I thought I would. That's a good answer. A correct one, too. It wasn't even one of those questions where there was a right or wrong answer. I guess a mental sigh of relief at his satisfaction. To say that I don't gain a little pride from his comment would be a... Holy crap, man. I need to turn down the volume. It's just like blasting in my ear. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, the comment would be a blatant lie. In the maelstrom of thoughts clouding my mind after learning that I had been transferred to Yamaku, my school grades seemed utterly unimportant. Being entirely clueless as to what skill level would be assumed of me once I'd actually got here, I was hugely relieved when I found out that I understood well enough the schoolwork we'd been doing. I know your circumstances might have thrown a wrench in the works, but have you given thought to your future? Oh, we're at this question where he asks us about our future, and we're all like, well, I can't see the future. What do you like to do as a profession? Do you have any thoughts where you'd like to be in 10 or 20 years' time? That's a long time away, man. I wouldn't be surprised if you covered this ground in your previous school, but I don't have any record of it if you have. I suppose the last year of high school is the time when students would need to be thinking about such things. To be honest, I really haven't lent it much thought compared to my immediate situation. Catching on my thinking, Matao speaks up. It's okay if you haven't decided anything specific yet. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of your classmates were still undecided. After all, maybe pursue one of your talents. He's rather obviously trying to squeeze an answer out of me. Like a sponge, you squeeze out all the water. And something about his previous wording makes me suspicious. He doesn't seem to be intent of asking everyone like this, so he must have some kind of selection criteria. I'd guess are marks in his class? Well, something in science might be a path of least resistance. His face brightens, no doubt pleased at the thoughts of his prized student following his subject as a career path. Good. Having a general idea is the first step. I would advise you to think on it, though. I will. Thanks. Things are kind of settling down, which will help. Good to hear. Oh, I've noticed that... Now, just give me a moment. Ikizawas, meaning Hanako. Her attendance and marks have improved since you came to be friends. I'd like to thank you for that. I'm sure you notice I'm surprised you noticed we knew each other. He gives a chuckle and as awkward as his smile. This guy really has no idea how to properly act around others. Every facial movement seems to be like an act of careful but misdirected choreography. You could say that having a general idea of who knows whom is part of the teacher's job. Catching himself before he goes off on a tangent, he loudly coughs into his hand. I'm sure you have things to do, so I'll stop there. Please do think about where you're headed from here, as you don't have long to go before you finish high school. I will. Thanks. And now, we are out. We're finally out. The brief talk ended. I take my leave. He goes back to fussing with the teaching materials on his desk. This is one of those times I'm envious of Lilly. Almost maddening so. To have one's future so clear and so assured, yet working toward it from such a young age. It's the idea so utterly irrefutable with my own thoughts, made in the present day that, just as they've always been. I'm done with that talking. Anyway, transition screen. Always good. Always good. So, that was a nice little, introduction to Act 3. Yeah. We're in Act 3. Walking through the lobby to the cafeteria, I silently rue my daily routine, having been completely thrown off. Don't even know what happened. It had seemed like a normal day. I arrived in class before most, due to walking early and having been quite adept at chucking down my pills without choking as I get ready for the day. But as the students trickled in, one never materialized. Hanako. I step inside, my eyes scanning the expanse of the cafeteria in search of a suitable place to take a seat. It is a task made more difficult by the groups of students moving about and busily talking. Yeah. A hand pounds my back hard a couple times, severely winding me. Give me a heart attack, I got a heart problem. I couldn't care less about the culprits as I focus my thoughts on my chest in a near automatic reaction. Oh no, we're gonna die! My hand instinctively tightens on my breast. I do not think that is the correct wording you should use for a man. I think chest would work more, but whatever. I start going through the steps. I rehearsed in my mind every other day. Breathe steadily, in, out, in the nose, out the mouth. In a measure of relief, I can slowly feel my chest becoming less tense. By the time I look back up, my face is covered in sweat from the experience. Kenji! You almost killed me! Hey man, you okay? Damn it, Nappa! Don't do that, you idiot! He retreats back, an expression of unease written on his face. I could just see it, Hisho yells at. Everyone stops in their tracks and is just like, huh? What? And then you're just like, you have that awkward moment where you're just like, nothing? In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have barked at him, considering he had no way to know. I give a sign and write myself with some difficulty. Sorry, I just have some chest problems. Sharp knocks aren't good. It seems strange to see him so upset. The fact that I can't do anything might irritate. That I can't do anything about it, it irritates me. Well, let's get lunch. Come on, bro. Come on. Food makes everything better. Okay, it's good to have some company for once. to know that we moved like 3 feet to the left. We start off to the serving line. One good thing is that Kenji and I can make small talk nowadays. As opposed to my own irritation with his being anti-feminist lectures, seems like it'd be hard to find an empty table. There's a few people I wouldn't mind sitting with. Nobody's like you though. I feel a shiver run down my spine. Clarify that, please. Oh yes, we get the Kenji music. They don't listen. Their minds are closed. It's the media man. It's the damn media! Brainwashing mainstream feminist fascist media! He takes a breath, and I savor the second of silence. Damn, they control everything. Everything but you. And me. My friends. I relax a while I grab our food and a drink. So, what did you get for me? Huh? Come on, you've been hanging around Satao and that other chick for ages now. Rumors are all over my class, probably some of the others too. Eavesdropping isn't a good habit, but it's one that he does well. Let me guess, you'd never do it. Not even if you're bored, really. Well, clarify what you're oh, eavesdropping. I was like, what are you hinting at, boy? Fine, point taken. Both of us stop to have soup ladled into a couple of small bowls and placed onto our trays. A concoction that lands into the bowl looks pretty questionable, but at least it smells reasonably good. Yes, it's that spam! As we take our seats at the miraculously free table, I try to think of something that would actually interest him at all. I hope I can come up with an acceptable topic. I found an answer to that question you asked a couple weeks ago, where Lilly's non-Japanese half comes from. That is. Good man! It's Russian, right? Totally Russian! Scotland. Scottish. People who wear the kilts and eat mutton. Yeah. He's visually stopped in his tracks. Scotland? Yeah. That was my reaction too. She can speak English fluently and everything. Damn it! Do you realize what this means? How terrifying this news is? Look, I think he's hyperventilating. Passing out for a little while would probably make him more relaxed. Huh. Humor him or ignore his insane ramblings. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know what? Let's do a quick save. Quick savey save. Do a quick savey save. Just like that. Quick savey save. Okay. So, humor him or ignore his insane ramblings. Let's just ignore him. I mean, I don't know. I dig into my food, hoping he'll take the hint from my silence. I just lost 1,000 yen, man. 1,000 yen. Damn, it's the worst day ever. Oh, cry about it. You lost 10 bucks. No such luck. You're kidding me. You made a bet about her nationality? One of the dudes from my class was bugging me about it. I gave him some of my wisdom, and he had the audacity to say my logic was wrong. So, what did he think? Germany or something. It doesn't matter. What matters is my 1,000 yen. Damn, this day is ruined thanks to her. What a bitch. That's not nice words to say, mate. He looks utterly devastated as he wolfs down several clumps of his soggy soy-soaked rice. It only takes a few mouthfuls before he pokes his chopsticks at me, stabbing the air repeatedly in revelation. Why wouldn't... Didn't your mother ever tell you not to speak with your mouth full? He gives me a dirty look before choking down the rest of the food left in his mouth and taking a gulp of juice. It's rather unsightly. Remembering my own food sitting in front of me, I decide to get to the task of eating the cafeteria food over and done with as fast as possible. The sooner I do so, the sooner the experience will be over. As I was saying, why would anyone want to live in that place anyway? What do you mean? What do you mean? What is there to see? Grassy plains? Yes, it's freaking beautiful. It's like Ireland, but I think more snowy. What's it? Lots and lots of grassy plains. And men in kilts. Yes! I'm not sure which is worse, this food or his worldview. I can feel my face beginning dragged down by their combined weight. Not that he'd notice or care. That it's not that bad. Why do you care about her so much anyway? She's just your class representative after all. He gives a malevolent chuckle, where, as anyone but Kenji, I'd feel uneasy on how he sounds. I finally found the clink in the feminist legionnaire's armor. It took a while, but I'm confident that this is going to be how we bring down the whole system. I'm about to blow your mind. Are you ready? I tune out his ramblings for a moment as I finish my rice and start on the unappetizing soup. One taste is enough to confirm that it's cold. Ready as I'll ever be. I confirm that Lilly is in the Mafia. Have you now? What? Alright. Stay with me for a second here. I can't really go anywhere. I'm eating my food. And I'll describe the scene. I wish I could do otherwise. Lily's there, walking down the streets after school. You're not stalking her, are you? No! Damn, man! I do have some sense of self-preservation! But not dignity, or morals, or social standards. Anyway, as I was saying, this car pulls up next to her, and guess who steps out? A man in a pinstripe suit! Oh no! He's talking about Akira, isn't he? Waves her in when the two leave, just like that. I tell you, man, she's under protection. Under protection! A man in a... Oh! I can see where this is going. It takes effort not to sigh in exasperation. Let me guess. This man was about average height. He had a slightly slender build, had blonde hair, looked foreign, and smiled a lot. He looks positively stunned! I take advantage of the moment and quickly gulp a mouthful of cold soup. It seems you're more observant than I thought. Yes, I have chosen well. He giggles a little, nods to himself so dramatically that it looks comical or criminal. Both. I can't tell whether that's intentional or not, and that fact makes me frown. That this has important ramifications, you know. If she really is connected to people like them, and we're smart about what we do with this information, we can turn this into the greatest weapon against the student council. Whoa, 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 whoa. How did this go to that? What's going on? Man, this guy has plans, and he's gonna take over the world. Once he starts rambling into conspiracy territory, my juice suddenly becomes of much more importance. Only half listening to his pontifications, my mind drifts to the matter of Lilly and her empathy with Shizune. The past between them is steadily becoming more coherent, but I'm not sure if I should be learning of her past this way. Indeed, even if I do work out what went on, it really doesn't seem like my business to go and interfere. Damn, not having Lilly around is making my thoughts wander. I'm noticeably more bored and solemn without her company, and the same goes for Hanako. All we do during lunch anymore is eat and play chess. We don't even have a talk. We don't even look longingly into each other's eyes. Come to think of it, I need to go check on Hanako after school too. Considering her much improved attendance, I'm guessing she's come down with something. Alrighty. I think right there, guys, I'm gonna have to end the episode here. Oh man, Kenji's always a fun time. But anyway, like and favorite if you've enjoyed, subscribe, of course. More Katawa Shoujo is gonna be coming out in the future. And I will see you guys next time I'm out there in YouTube land. I'll see you then. Yeah!